So today we're doing a, so now it has a different symbol there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a square black,
Yeah.
that's the one that, so we're doing a waterfall pour. And we're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think 11 colors. But a lot of them are similar. And we're going to use this beaker cup here. This canvas is, I think it's a 15 by 30, something like that. 15 by 30 Galaxy canvas. And so we're going to need all the paint that's in here. At the end, after I let it waterfall down, you have it lifted up on one end a little bit. Let it just run down. So I'm going to layer the cup, and whatever you put in first is what you're going to have in the middle at the end of that. So I want at the end of that white. So I'm going to put this beautiful metallic pearl white. It's a little on the thick side, but I think I want it a little on the thick side. And as much as you put in is as much as how wide that thing in the middle is going to be. So I was watching Julie Cuts this morning, and that's how I learned that. And I think we're going to layer the cup several times. So this is a mica powder. I'm going to wait on that because I just put white in. I'm going to put in this metallic cocoa color. I'll list them when I edit the video. I'll list the colors at the end. Oh yeah, I want to do it on the side. And I'm probably going to layer this twice. Okay. Now I'm going to put some black for a little contrast. I hope I have enough paint. You think bronze. And I'm going to switch this order here just for contrast. I'm going to put the gold. Oh, it's thick. This is 24 karat gold. Would you add a little water to that? It's just a little too thick. I got Angie here today. Angie's going to do a waterfall pour too. Oh, that gold is gorgeous. And I'm adding the cocoa brown, which is metallic. And then I'm going to add some, like a magenta type of berry. And it's also metallic. This ruby red. Wow. And a little black. Again. And I think I'll repeat the white. That was, I think, over here. I think I'll repeat the white, metallic, the mica white, and the deeper, I'll tell you the colors later, the deeper ruby, the deeper purplish red. And this is not enough paint for this canvas. So I'm going to start over with, we got white under there. I'm going to do the brown, just skip the white for now. Probably a smaller beaker would have been better, but it really doesn't matter because it's all going to come out of the top here. A little bit of black. And let's put magenta, the lighter magenta. Might have been a cool idea to add some turquoise to this, but I've only got 11 colors. That the theme is kind of, that was the bronze. I'm going to put the deeper ruby. I'm still thinking of the order and how it's going to spiral out. And I want that gold. And she also said the wider she makes it, well, that's when you're doing a tree ring pour. Forget that, bleep. Let's see what we got here. A little bit more of the mica. Let's do the mica. Okay. And the browns. I've got to get more of the browns in here. Okay. And I'm asking myself right now, how much more paint do I really need? Probably not a whole lot more. So I can hold up on this. I'm going to combine these two for a change. Oh, okay. And the black. Now whatever I end with is going to go off the sides most likely. So I think I have enough paint at this point. I think I do. I think I do. And gold's gonna, I don't want the gold to go off at the end. No, just a little bit of this. All right, so this is my cup. I'm gonna show you a close-up. Can they see that?
Yes.
Pretty colors, aren't they? So what we're going to use is this little beak here. Not let it come out these sides, but let it come out the beak and just flow down. And that's why it's called a waterfall pour. You start at the top here. And this is, like I said, lifted up at a tilt. You could always lift it up a little more if it's not moving fast enough. You can just let it come out the way it comes out, or you can give it a little jiggle if you want a different effect. I wouldn't do a tree ring effect here. I would just either do a jiggle or and here she comes. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's not moving very quick. So if I wanted to move quicker, I could just lift. That's pretty nice. I don't want it to go over the sides. I want to try to keep in the middle. Let me just handle this. Thank you. Because I want to be able to go up and down myself, and it's hard when you have someone else holding it. So it's moving a little faster now that I'm lifting it. And that's what I wanted it to do. So we're getting to the white part now. Whoa, there's that ruby. She's coming down pretty fast. Lift it a little bit more. And there's the white at the end that I wanted for the middle. If you notice, I haven't jiggled at all. I'm just letting it do its thing. I'm letting it, I wanted to keep going so that they get more white at the end. Does it look like it's almost at the end of the cup, Angie? I can't see in there.
Yes.
Okay. Probably could have put a little more white in the beginning. See that? I would have had a little more white there. But I'm pretty happy with the colors. And so far, it's still letting a little more white out. It's almost at the bottom now, so this is a good height for it. Still letting a little white out. I could bring it up a little bit like this and jiggle it a little and let the white come up through the middle here if I want. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm not sure how that's going to stretch out, but there's still a lot of white in here. You just have to be patient because what's on the bottom of the cup usually sticks to the cup. There's quite a bit of white. I'm going to just jiggle that through there again. Yeah, because the white's getting brighter. Pretty slow coming through. it reached the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have to decide how much of that you want to go off. And if you don't want more to go off, just pull it back like this. Those are gorgeous colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I really was looking for winter colors because I'm not in Florida right now, and everybody loves turquoise and green and, you know, all those ocean colors, blues. And I thought, no, I'm up north. I want this up here. So I'm kind of leveling it out right now. I don't want it to go over more right now. So I'm going to take one of these. Would you grab one of those, Ange? Those baskets? And put it down at the foot. So we have a level thing going on now. And the other one, move it over to the other side. Great. It's a big canvas, so it helps to have, oh, beautiful. It helps to have another pair of hands. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some beautiful cells popping up. And I'm going to just take you in for a little close-up, because you can't see from far away. And it's so pretty. You're like, do I have to really tilt some of this off? Well, you probably do, because it's a lot of paint. And you don't want that much paint left on the surface. Now I'm going to do one more thing that you don't usually do with waterfall pours. Although, you can pour a cushion now around the edge, which you should. If you're going to stretch it, you do need to put a cushion of paint around it so it'll flow. But I'm going to do something different. I'm going to put the gold as the cushion. Because as this rolls over this, like I saw Julie Cutts do, it brings up what she calls pearl cells. You don't usually do that with this kind of a pour. But heck, you know, I like to experiment, and let's see what happens. So I'm going to put this around here, and this has to be thicker than the rest of the paint that went down. Otherwise, this will not push up through the thinner paint if it's the same consistency, according to Julie. And then you get kind of warbly cells, pearl cells, instead of, I'm just going to right through there. That's pretty thick. I like that color. Mm-hmm. Now this is going to be just for those to come up. So what am I going to do with this? I'm not going to put, I don't have enough for all of this. So I'm going to put a coat of black. See what happened? Coat of black. I mean, it's kind of, you could use white, but I think because of the colors, I want this to be the one that, when it runs over here, I'm not sure what it's going to do. I might have, maybe I should have put pearl all the way around. I mean, the gold all the way around. Probably. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Never sure. Okay, so. And then I'm going to put another coat of gold. So, just in case I made a mistake. I may still have a chance of that gold coming up. That looks pretty sharp, actually.
It does.
I like that. Sometimes you want to just stop and leave it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that as a tabletop.
Yeah,
woohoo! That would be fantastic. But, you know, I was really happy with my comb pour the other day, and then it turned out to dry. I didn't dry the way I liked it. And I ditched it. So I hope I won't have to do that with this one. Whoa. Okay. So I'm going to take, the gold is beautiful. I'm going to take that gold again. Take this one. Which one was thicker? I guess it was this one. And we'll see what happens when it runs over everything. What I'm hoping for is we get some of those pearlized things going on. You see I'm putting it on pretty thick. A lot of that's going to just roll over, and when you roll it back, that's when those things should start popping up, according to her. And if I don't want to waste any more, that might be enough paint here to roll everything over. Because usually what we would do is spread this out, so it has a lot of wet surface, which I still might do. I'm going to go with the metallic brown. Yeah. I don't know why. I just like the colors. And we'll spread that out. And that's the one we're going to spread out to the rest of the surface. And it should run over this. And maybe this is going to bring up some very cool cells too. I don't know. We'll find out. Getting the raspberry in there might have been cool too. Okie doke, just making it. Angie's like, swipe!
Swipe it. No, I wouldn't want to swipe that. That's too pretty.
Well, we'll see, Angie. We'll see what I get, darling. That's a beautiful color. That whatever it was, metallic, some kind of metallic chocolate thing. So I'm going to just get a little stick and just what if I need to do that? I've got very little space for it to have to roll over. I might just start rolling it over because I got to get all this out of the way. Thank you. Because it's going to make a mess. And thank God for the box I found at Costco. It was a God thing. They never have big boxes like this there. Meantime, this is bringing up stuff. And where is my torch? Oh. Okay, I'm just going to break some bubbles up and help some. It's making a lot of cells ready. Whoops. Well, I got to refill this. Okay. Want to put that on pause?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we're going to just give it a little torch. Cells are coming up, and it's looking pretty beautiful so far. Just bursting the bubbles. Keep the torch always moving or you burn the paint. That should be enough for now. So I'll put that over there. And here we go. Here comes the fun part. Tilting it. I hope it's the fun part. Take a deep breath. It's on, right?
Yes.
I'm not moving very quick. I do want it to roll over the gold and the black. They can see what's happening in the camera?
Mm-hmm.
So that end is going off already, so I'm going to just help it. When it gets there, let me know, Ange.
Okay, we're almost there. A little more.
That'll help that little end. I don't want that red going off anymore. Okay. We'll bring it back. Bring it back. Oop. Want to get that out of there altogether?
Sure.
Thank you. I can just pivot it on the little, that's what's so great about the little tacks.
Get rid of that one?
Yeah, we'll get rid of that one too. Paint on you. Alrighty. So I wanted to roll over the gold and the other color because she says it's the rolling over it going over the gold. Of course, it's kind of making the inside kind of warbly. Oh, I want it to come over that gold. That's a good idea. You know, at some point I could say, well, I love that. That is a negative space, which I do. I really love that as a negative space.
Yeah.
I love that as a negative space with just that in the middle. So you keep on deciding as you go along how much of that you're going to let go over the side. I really love the negative space. And I'd like this negative space to grow a little bit down here. So I'm going to lift it this way. Lift it that way. So far, I don't see that gold even over there popping up with any cells. Oh, that's almost at the corner there. Sorry guys, I know this, you can't see what's going on. But it has to be done. This is growing up here. It's growing. I can probably turn the canvas around so you can see what's happening. Very pretty colors, and I really like the golds in there. I think it adds a lot to the rest of the composition, and I don't think I want to get this all over the side. It would just, no contrast in there.
Right.
So this way it's making a nice contrast. And, you know, you go with the canvas. You go with what you're seeing. There's some cool cells coming up in there. So I'm going to turn this around. So hopefully I can turn it around so let you see what's going on here. On the other side. I'll go over this way now. Okay. Let it roll this way, and I want to be careful not to lose all of that fantastic stuff. What you can do is help it along by taking the same color, I'm not sure which one it was, and just, I think it was the lighter one, and just, actually I like the darker one as a contrast. Help it not to have to roll over so much more, since I like that. And a little bit of this there. This is too bright. Oh, the other one's finished. Well, oh, wait a minute. Let's repeat the raspberry. Let's repeat the raspberry. Okay, some cool stuff happening up here. Some little cells, gold cells coming up, but now you want to stretch it out so it'll blend. You want to let it move so it'll blend. There you go. Let it blend by moving it. I think we're almost there on that end too. Okay. So now it's evaluation time. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at these cells up here. Wow. Okay, I'll take you in for a close-up. We haven't torched it yet. You want to torch where there is no cells. You don't want to overdo cells. And you need to cover your sides in here. So while that's coming up, that's what I'm doing. Just taking the goop and putting it to match what's above. Okay. I'll have to have other colors. this raspberry. Yeah, because I didn't really make things run over completely. That's when you have to do this little touching up in here. But right now, I think it's more important I take some torching to it. See if I can, oh, it's growing. The cells are growing as we speak. As we speak, the cells are growing. Yes, they are. Quite a bit. I really like these winter colors. I think it's a nice choice of color for this time of year. I would like this to have grown a little bit more. Let's see if I can get it to do that. Oh, it is not really moving, and I want to be careful. You got to watch all four corners. That's not moving fast enough. So, someone said if you like 90% of your painting, don't ruin it for another 10% or 5%. So I'm going to put a torch on it and do a close-up then. And see what you think. And those gold are coming off down in here. So we'll see if they can push through some more when I torch it too. Okay, let's torch it. I'm gonna think, where's my big torch? Don't know where it is. Disappeared. Just disappeared. My big torch disappeared. Oh well. That's what you need right now. This with this size canvas. Okay. Oh, it's right in front of my face. Okay, you switch to the big torch. That thing's going, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna turn this on. And you run real quick. You don't want to stay in one place too long. Really see. It's gonna pop up. It's gonna pop up in the next few minutes. Reminds me like some kind of island out there, and not the Pacific, but it's not those colors. Maybe in the desert somewhere. That reminds me of desert. That'll show up. Doesn't like being facing down. So when it starts doing that crazy flame, I shut it off. Cute. Well, you can see, I'm going to take you in for a close-up. See, all these gold things are coming up here. See, I didn't roll this over. And you have to roll it over the gold for to happen what happens when she does the pearl effect. There's coming up some of them in the black. But I like the black in there so much that I decided I'm not going to do that effect. That's the next canvas. Okay, so it has some pretty nice effects in here. Sorry about the glare. And I think I'm going to leave this alone. I think I pretty much like... Now I can do a little blowing in here. I can do a little skewering to break up some of this. And I probably will do a little of that, not too much. And let's see what that looks like when I do. You want to hold this here, Ann? Sure. Like this? Just hold it right like that. You can see what you're looking at. And if you want to come in a little closer when I do something. Got my own videographer here today. So I'm going to just pull a little of this black into the gold to make this kind of cool effect into there. See that, guys? It ain't over till it's over. I like that. It just did something for the gold. Now this will keep bringing up cells, I hope, and I also want to bring this down into there. I like that. I really do. I like that effect a lot. You want to wipe the stick off so you get some fresh black on there, because it's running through the gold, so it's picking up the gold. So clean the stick off every now and then. This is just a skewer. Some down this way. Woohoo! Well, that's starting to be a centipede. And I'm going to do the same thing up here. Pretty colors. I really do like the colors. Very, very, very northern hemisphere colors. Wherever there's that black, you can run it through whatever next to it. And you want to know when to enough's enough. Some of them want to cross over each other so it's not all the same. If you don't like the same, remember, design rule, don't make everything the same. Same thing up in here. A little bit of this going this way, a little bit of that going that way. And you want to bring it on this side, Ange? Sure. So we're going to do it on this side, too, with this kind of a little boring. I like this wonderful cell right there. And just give it a little. Now, Angie mentioned a comb. And you can do some comb. But I really just like, it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this skewer thing is enough. I think it's just enough. And I think probably I'm going to stop and call this, just try to get that black a little more to show. There we go. Black to show just a little bit more. Use the corner or use the fat part. Use the fat part. See that? Now we got a different width. And look, it's making cells. So every now and then, so they're not all the same, use the black one and let that one come out like that. Woohoo! There we go. Now it's getting more interesting. Diversity. You like diversity. Need a fat one here. And let's bring this one down. Fat one. Oh, she's getting good at this. Don't have to hire a videographer. Got Ange. And she's next. What do you think, Ange? You think we're done?
I love it.
I think we're done.
I think it's gorgeous.
Just a fat one here so that they're not all skinny. And see, because we ran through that, it's bringing that color into here now.
Mm-hmm.
So we just, yeah. Let's just drag it through a little bit. Let's just drag that. That's good. At this point, you probably could do a lot more to it while it's wet. But if you're happy, stop. But just know that it'll let you work with it. Maybe another, oh, I don't like that curve, see? Get rid of that easy. Okay. Well, it's wet, you can do a lot still, but you want to get the lumps out. Any paint lumps, you want to look. It's got a sparkle in there. I don't know how that got in there. Maybe from yesterday, because I was using gold leaf. Not going to use the gold leaf, no. It would be beautiful probably, but I'm not going to do it. Because it's kind of simple and pure, just the way it is. You want some of those lines to come down the side. So grab a little of this paint where you have the fat. Just bring some of the lines down along the side so you have like a wraparound canvas type of look. And I will finish just cleaning up where the white is. But I think I'm going to call this a wrap. What do you say, Angela? Wrap?
I'm wrap.
my videographer assistant. She's next. Okay, guys.